Welcome to the Wellness Abundance Podcast. I'm Melissa King, your podcast host, board-certified health and wellness coach, certified personal trainer, and founder of Wellness Abundance Coaching. I created this podcast to help women like you learn more about your body so you can age gracefully and navigate the different seasons of your life effortlessly. If you're a woman searching for answers to unexpected weight gain, intense PMS, chronic fatigue, fertility challenges, PCOS, brain fog, and more, this podcast is for you. We'll do a deep dive into all areas of women's health and connect with experts so you can get clarity on what's happening within your body. This will empower you to take control of your mindset on the natural aging process and create flexible lifestyle habits that work for you at any age. Now, grab your favorite glass of wine, cup of coffee, or mocktail, and enjoy the episode. Hello, and welcome back to another Wellness Abundance podcast episode. I'm your host, Melissa King. All right, so today I want to talk about basically how to choose your challenges in life, because the reality is that life is full of challenges, right? It's part of adulting, which is something that is not always fun, but it's just really part of life in general. I mean, even kids have challenges, right? We all have challenges throughout our life, no matter how old we are. So, and with these challenges, it's not always fun. You know, some of them, it's like, oh, this is exciting. I'm learning something new, and other challenges, like the ones where you feel like you have to climb to the top of Mount Everest just to overcome it. Those can be overwhelming. The challenges that are like kind of a breeze to overcome, those are more like, all right, I welcome them. But challenges are challenges, whether they're really difficult, like you're climbing to the top of Everest, or they're just a breeze, like just a little hill to get over. And so while we all have challenges in life constantly, like they're constant, they could be very minimal. They could be daily, but then there are seasons of your life where you feel like they're just coming at you, like a cheetah just running as fast as it can. And then you need to find a way to tame the cheetah, maybe give it an edible to calm it down, or a shot of whiskey. I don't know. Maybe cheetahs are angry drunks. So I don't know. I haven't met a drunk cheetah yet. So we'll see if and when that happens. That would be interesting. Anyways, it's just, so not only do we have, challenges that just kind of come up, but the day-to-day challenges, like I mentioned, and it could be like, work. You could be overwhelmed at work, or you're trying to, herd your kids or get your kids to do their homework or whatever it is. And partners, if you have partners, relationships can be challenging at times. You have disagreements, you need to learn how to compromise. So, and if you have a husband, sometimes husbands can be a lot like having kids, right? Let's just be real here. I think my husband and I kind of have an ongoing joke in our home where it's like, oh yeah, sometimes he's like a 2-year-old. Sometimes he's like a 12-year-old, and that's okay. We kind of joke about it tongue in cheek, but even if you have a partner, even if it's, husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, whoever, it still can be challenging. So, because relationships aren't always easy. So not only do as women, we have kind of the pressure on ourselves and the challenges of just kind of managing the household for the most part, most women, I'm not saying all women, but we also have our hormones that could be a real bitch to deal with at times, right? PMS, perimenopause, can you say sugar cravings and crying fits, anyone? And the reality is, like, this is just life. So it's not always easy on our partners either. That's where there could be some friction and some challenges with your partner. And I'm sure my hubby can relate to this, and he would agree with me. It's not always easy on the husbands, okay? And that's okay. So one big question is, can these challenges be avoided? Maybe. There is a possibility that maybe with a few small changes, you can at least, minimize these challenges. So I can't help you with, work challenges, kids challenges, husband challenges. While this is all, this is sometimes topics that come up in my coaching sessions with clients because it's a part of life and it does relate to your health and well-being. But there are some, changes you can make to your nutrition and fitness to help kind of maybe minimize PMS symptoms, maybe get your hormones in check. Your hormones may never be in balance because there's a cycle that they go through, which, as I think I've said before on this podcast, that's a whole nother episode that is in the docket for me to talk about. But so really, with, creating these small changes with nutrition and fitness, while you can minimize some challenges, the catch is it comes, making these small changes comes along with another set of challenges, creating new habits. Creating new habits is not always the easiest thing. And there's a reason why I have gone through a rigorous training over the last several years to do what I do and to help my clients in the way I do. Because one big thing that I do, yes, I know a lot about nutrition. Yes, I know a lot about fitness. Yes, I know a lot about hormones and how the body works. I know all that stuff, but the number one thing I help my clients with isn't necessarily what foods to eat, what foods to avoid, and how to work out. Yes, that's a big chunk of what I do when I work with my clients, whether in a group or individual basis, but a big chunk of it is, creating these new habits, because it's hard. Because for so many years, think about this, you're on autopilot, right? So your autopilot, it's a neurological thing. So you have these little neural nets in your brain. So, and when you have one that's created, you just do it on autopilot. So, for example, every morning I wake up, before I have my coffee, I drink a bunch of water. That's just what I do. I've been doing it for decades, and it's just what I do. I can't not do it. So that's an example of something you just can't not do. So if, you want to update, make some changes to your nutrition and fitness and sleep and all that good stuff, your lifestyle habits, it can be a little challenging because your autopilot takes you through the drive-thru to pick up dinner. Okay. Your autopilot keeps you scrolling through social media when you could be sleeping and getting proper rest and recovering from the stresses of the day. And your autopilot presses snooze instead of getting out of bed to work out. Okay, so that's just an example. So if any of this sounds familiar, you are in the right place. So here's one of the challenges, speaking of challenges, of autopilot, is it feels super easy at the time. Like you feel like, oh, I'm taking the easy way out and everything is going to be great. But then one day you may wake up overweight, exhausted, and moody, asking yourself, what just happened and how did I end up here? What's going on? And so whether or not you've experienced this moment, there's still time for you to change the script, and write a new health and wellness future for you. So the very first module in my signature program, 12 Weeks to Effortless Weight Loss, by the way, as of the date of this recording, I am creating a self-guided 12 Weeks to Effortless Weight Loss. So stay tuned on that. If you want to learn more about that, you want to be the first to know and the first to enroll, because there will be limited spots available. You can go to melissaking.net, go to my website, sign up to get our free guide to fitness for fat loss, energy levels, and mood. And so that will get you not only your free guide, but 27 on-demand fitness videos created by yours truly. And you'll also get on my weekly email list where every Friday I'll send you an email with wellness tips, updated blog posts, new podcast episodes, any exclusive offers from my community. So anyways, I digress a little, but just going back to the first module of my program, it's all about really kind of getting, how to kind of start acting like the leading lady in your life. Because, and I talk about this, I borrowed this from the movie, The Holiday, a scene with Kate Winslet and the adorable neighbor, older gentleman in his 90s, who the character used to be a writer in Hollywood. And he basically tells her throughout their conversation that she is playing the best friend and not the leading lady in her own life. And this really, I think about this all the time. So you have to take charge of your life in one way or another. I'm not saying you put everything aside, put your family aside, anything like that. You don't put them on the back burner, okay? You focus on you, and you focus on what do you want your life to look like, and what does that entail with your family, your work, your friends, everything. What does that entail? What do you want your life to look like? So, for example, do you want the challenge of taking a medication for diabetes and experience all the fun side effects, or not so fun side effects that come with it? Or are you willing to learn how to train your body to be a fat burner? That's the challenge. You choose one challenge or the other. Or do you want the challenge of not being able to get out of bed in the morning, or the challenge of creating an exercise routine that you could stick to? Those are both challenging things, and you get to choose the challenge. Another example would be, do you want to have the challenge of being overweight and all the challenges that come along with that? Or do you want to learn how to give your body the nutrition it wants when it needs it? That's a challenge in and of itself. It's not easy to do. Or do you want to, you do want the challenge of just feeling tired and exhausted all the time? Or are you willing to take on the challenge of creating morning and nighttime routines to help you get awesome sleep? So basically, the challenge is yours. You get to choose which challenges you want to pursue, okay? Now, even if a challenge is out of your control, you have the choice to create a mindset, get in a mindset to where you can overcome it, where you're confident. You may not be confident in the beginning, but really just getting in that mindset of okay, I can do this. I just need to use my critical thinking skills, and I just need to problem solve. That's all it is. And really tapping in to the resources that you have within yourself and your external resources, okay? Internal and external resources, okay? So this has really helped me create a sustainable nutrition, fitness, and sleep, sleep habits over the last several decades. It wasn't always easy. There were times when it was hard and I couldn't do it. I felt like I couldn't do it, but really kind of flipping that mindset. And one of the amazing things, when you learn how to do this and you really hone in on this skill set, you just translate it to other areas of your life. I've translated this to building a business. It's the same thing. It's just maybe a different area of your life and a different subject, a different topic. So, okay. So what's one health and wellness challenge that you want to eliminate from your life right now? And what are you willing to do to overcome this challenge to become the leading lady in your life? You can do it. I believe in you, and you totally deserve to be the leading lady in your life and rewrite your future health and wellness script. All right, that's it for today, but thank you so much. I'm super excited. We have some great interviews that are coming up on the podcast in the near future. I'm super excited to share them with you. And then also remember, if you haven't done so yet, head over to melissaking.net and subscribe to our email list, and you'll receive our free fitness guide to fat loss, energy levels, and mood, along with 27 on-demand fitness videos that you could do anytime in the comfort of your own home. Plus, you'll receive weekly emails from me with wellness tips, recipes, exclusive offers, all that fun stuff. Okay, thanks for listening and or watching, and remember to subscribe wherever you're listening to this. Okay, thanks so much. The Wellness Abundance Podcast is sponsored by Wellness Abundance Coaching. At Wellness Abundance Coaching, we help women create flexible nutrition and fitness plans that fit into their life to help them lose weight effortlessly and navigate the different hormonal seasons of their life with clarity, empowerment, and flexibility. We offer one-on-one and group health and fitness coaching. To learn more about how we can help you navigate the different seasons of your life and become the healthiest version of yourself, schedule a time to chat with us by visiting melissaking.net.